Welcome my good smelling friends, Ify here with another video. I've put on my most Christmassy sweater because Christmas is almost here and I want to give you some recommendation on what fragrances should you purchase if you wish to give someone a fragrance. I have all sorts of recommendations, starting from affordable fragrances to more expensive fragrances and also mid-range fragrances, both men and women. So no more small talk, let's just get into the fragrances. Starting with the budget-friendly ones, for men I would definitely recommend Roberto Cavalli Mo. This, for how low it costs, how low the price is for this one, I think this is absolutely great. It also has like a spicy, Christmassy smell to it. And it's from the house of Roberto Cavalli, which is pretty known, pretty popular. Just the bottle itself, I think it looks pretty awesome. Feels great, it feels expensive. For the price, I really think this would be a really good choice. On the low budget side, for women or for ladies, for young ladies, for girls, I would recommend something from the house of Anna Sui. I don't know how that's pronounced, Anna Sui. I think it's better. From the line Fantasia, this is Mermaid, and I do not necessarily recommend this one, even though this is really easy to wear. I would recommend any fragrance from this line because it comes in this bottle design. And again, the smell is something that's not really sophisticated. It's easy to wear, the performance is decent, and the price is also decent. Now, if we go a bit higher in price, but not by much, we can buy something from the house of Fragonard. And this is not expensive, even though the house of Fragonard is a niche house which has some reputation. Based in France, it makes high quality fragrances, and this is not that expensive. This can be bought with around 30 pounds. And this is a 200 ml perfume bottle. This is Cologne Grand Luxe by Fragonard, and this is very easy to wear. It's a fragrance for men, but women can definitely pull this off. So if you're a woman buying this for your man, you could definitely wear this too. This is so easy to wear. I think it's easily one of the most easy to wear fragrances in general. If you love neroli in a fragrance, which I think it's one of the easiest notes and the notes which makes the fragrance smell like holidays, I think this is definitely something you should look into. Especially because Fragonard doesn't usually just send you the perfume bottle, they usually add some fancy things alongside it, like a fancy bag or some samples. They also have custom messages which would add up to a whole great Christmas gift. Now, around the same budget, but a fragrance for women, or again for the ladies, because take a look at this lovely bottle. I mean, just the bottle itself, it's so unique, it looks gorgeous. In my opinion, one of the best looking bottles out there. And how many people do know about this fragrance? You tell me. Not many. This is from a not so popular brand, it's called JS. The fragrance is JS Exte Pop. The smell, it's something again very easy to wear. It's something that could be worn all year round, but it does incline more towards the summer side. It smells like sugar and fruits, but in a soft way. But again, it has a high quality, not only the juice but the bottle itself. Maybe you think, maybe it feels cheap. No, it doesn't. Not only it looks this great, it feels great. Now, if we go a bit even higher in price, we can find something in the house of Penhalicons, which again is also a niche house based in UK. But what makes this house really special, I think it's the presentation. I mean, take a look at these two bottles and how do they come as a whole. So do you think someone would be impressed if they got something like this? So this would be the fragrance for girls, for women. This is called Elizabethan Rose, and as you can see from the presentation and from the title of the fragrance, this is a rose based scent. It's actually one of the easy rose based scents, easy to wear, because usually rose scents are not that easy to wear. This one is actually really lovely, easy to wear but elegant. And this one is Castile, which is a fragrance for men. Also easy to wear. I think it's actually quite similar to Cologne Grand Luxe by Fragonard, only that it's not as modern as that one. This is actually more close to Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. It has a bit of a barber shop feel to it in the opening, and I wouldn't say this would make a safe scent if you want to give this one as a gift to, let's say, a young boy or a person, a man who is below 30 years old. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't necessarily have to purchase these two fragrances, even though Elizabethan Rose, I think it's really good for any girl, any woman, any age. Any fragrance from this house will come in this kind of presentation, which looks great. And usually they do offer discounts, promotions, and the way they're packing the fragrances, they can also add custom messages as well. Okay everyone, if by now I have shown you fragrances that you can buy as a gift for people who are not that much into fragrances, now what I'm about to show you is for people who are really into fragrances and you want to impress him. These are the fragrances that you should look into, but beware, they are expensive. You could definitely look into the house of Amouage. I mean, take a look at this bottle and at the presentation, how it comes. Do you think someone will be impressed? The cap is magnetic. The smell is really nice. This is Amouage Reflection Man, but almost anything from this house would make someone that knows about fragrances, would make him really excited about having one of these fragrances. And of course, nobody could say no to a fragrance from the house of Creed, right? Which is probably one of the most popular niche brands out there. I mean, if you want to impress someone who knows about fragrances, you buy them a fragrance from the house of Creed and they will be forever grateful to you. Now what I have here is Royal Water, and I really like this one, even though I would not recommend it for someone, for some man who is below 30 years old, because it does have a more mature feel to it. So I would definitely recommend from above 30, maybe even 35. From this house, if you want something really safe, something that almost any man would die to have one of those, I would definitely recommend Creed Aventus. But the house of Creed usually makes scents that are easy to wear, so if the house of Amouage can have some really weird scents, some really hard to pull off, hard to wear scents, the house of Creed usually makes sense for everyone. And that was it everyone. I'm pretty sure that from all the fragrances that I've shown you, you can easily find a great fragrance that would make a great Christmas gift. And until the next video, you know what you have to do. Just keep smelling great.